Anna from Aeobhel here. Today we're doing something a little bit different because we're going to be doing some embroidery. So what I've got here are a couple of designs that I sketched up real quick. As much as I would love to do the bin chicken or the ibis eating a hamburger, I think today we're going to stick with this Chameleon guy. Just something about him, he's such a cute, timid little character. I think it'll be quite interesting and nice and bright and vibrant. But if you would like to see the bin chicken, let me know in the comments down below. I think that would be a funny patch, more for Australians than anyone else, but I don't know, let me know if you'd like to see that. But yeah, I'm not really an expert in embroidery, so I'm kind of just going to wing it, play it by ear, but hopefully it all works out. Alright, so I've got my supplies here. Now, a little known fact is that the first step in embroidery is actually grabbing a drink. It's really important to stay hydrated and, you know, fueled up when you're doing such a heavy, strenuous task like embroidery. It's very physically demanding. So having a juice, preferably something that actually has like fruit and vegetables in it. This one's got kale. Something that's gonna keep you, help keep your wits about you, because you never know when you're gonna have a lapse of energy and just, So, obviously, juice. It's quite nice. Next, not as important as the juice, but it's still kind of up there. You're gonna want an embroidery hoop. They come in different models, different sizes, but basically you want this to keep your fabric nice and tight and taut, so that as you're like pulling the thread, you're not bunching up and gathering your fabric. You want to keep it nice and smooth. Next, I've got my thread. Now, I got these from Lincraft. You can get them from Spotlight, get them from Vinnie's. These are kind of cool. I just picked up a bunch of random cool chameleon colours. Obviously you want some sort of thick fabric to embroid onto. I'm not an expert on this. I'm basically just talking shit, so don't take my word for it. Maybe look at a different tutorial and then, supplement your knowledge with this. But I'm going to be using some denim because it's like nice and thick and rough. You're going to need a needle. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a pretty big eye. Scissors, duh. Hopefully I won't need this. Hopefully I won't be making too many mistakes. But I've got one of these. And yeah, my design. I'm going to outline this in pen so that I can see it through onto the other side. And then I'm going to trace it onto some white fabric, and then I'm going to start embroidering. Alright, now because I want the chameleon facing this way on the actual finished product, I need to trace this chameleon guy onto the white fabric backwards. So what I mean by that is, if I'm using like this as a guide for my finished product, and I want the finished product to be facing this way, I need the sketch to then be facing this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to retrace this guy onto the opposite side of the paper so that it's like the lines are nice and dark, and then I can put my fabric on top and trace it onto here, and that way as I'm sewing from the back side I can see exactly what I'm doing. You can finally see how ghetto I actually am. Everything here is a sort of slow bootleg process. why go to all this effort? You traced it out twice already. Why not just redraw it? For a number of reasons. When I did the original sketch, it was quite sketchy and there were like a lot of different lines and stuff, and I wanted to keep this as clean and as close to the ideal finished product as possible. So that's why I went to all the effort of tracing it out so many times, just because I didn't want to have those sketchy line marks on my actual fabric. Yeah, because like, you know, too much opportunity for smudging and stuff was just gonna happen and I wanted to avoid it. But then I don't know, I really like this design, and if I'm sketching it freehand, yeah, I can get it pretty similar, but like getting it as close to this, I don't know, I thought it might be a bit too difficult. Alright, so I've got my juice refill here, very important, I'm ready to go. I've also got my fabric, less important but still kind of vital. I'm going to do 2 layers of denim with 1 layer of this cotton. The cotton is purely just for my sketch. If I didn't need the sketch, I wouldn't have the cotton. Simple as that. But I'm not as gifted as I would like to be, so I do need to kind of see my plan as I'm going. Alright, I'm going to grab this embroidery hoop, and I'm just going to make sure that this is nice and centered, because there's nothing worse than getting all the way through it and realizing, hey, you know, I'm too close to the edge, or it's off center, or it looks ugly, you know. I'm going to put that there. I've realised that after like 7 or 8 minutes of trying to get it on like this, I've done it the wrong way. So you're meant to have the right side of the fabric, or the finished product side, facing out, which in this case would be the denim, not the white cotton, and then my sketch was supposed to go on the underside. So I'm an absolute idiot, but it's not the worst that could have happened. At least I didn't actually start sewing it incorrectly or anything like that. So yeah, back to, I think it's like take, what, 19 or 20 by now. I'm trying to get this correct. Start right here. Okay, pull it all the way through. Oh, how exciting, it started. Break now. I've been going pretty hard all day, but that's what it kind of looks like at the moment. At first I was just like randomly filling in the shadows and it kind of just looked a bit spastic, but I then decided, alright, well, okay, I might define the contours of the body and the general outline and shape and stuff, and now it's starting to kind of come together and it doesn't look too bad. This will take a lot longer than I thought. It's about 20 to 4 at the moment. I've been going for like maybe since 12 or 1 p.m. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get this all done today so that I can post it tomorrow. But if I don't, who needs sleep? Not me. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to take a quick break, run a few errands, and then I'll be back. it preemptively. I haven't fully completed it yet. There are still a couple of finishing details I want to put on here and there. But I'm confident that I'm going to finish tonight, which is very exciting. And hence I wanted to utilise the sun while it's still up and film a little outro for you guys. So yeah, this piece has actually taken me a lot longer than I first anticipated. I was very naive in the beginning to think I could get it all done in a single day. In total, I've probably spent about 4 like solid work days getting it done, and a lot of blood, sweat and tears. Well, not tears so much, but there will be tears of joy when I finish this later tonight, I can tell you that, because I've got a lot of like broken skin on my hand. I don't know if you guys can see that, a lot of like blisters and pinpricks and what have you, and a lot of, I don't know if you can see this glow I've got going on. It's called humidity. So that's what this situation is. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turned out, aka going, but I'm very happy with the direction I've taken. And in the end, I think taking my time and spending the 4 days on it actually worked to my benefit, because there are a lot of cool hidden little details in there, and little choices that I made that if I was rushing it, I might not have done, or it might not have translated that well to your eye. So I'm very happy with how it's turned out. And would I do it again? Yes, I would keep doing embroidery. I had a lot of fun in the design phase, and a lot of fun when I'm getting towards these like last finishing stitches and bringing it all together. And I do know that I've got something very exciting planned for this little chameleon. It was a bit of a tedious task, which is why I probably wouldn't do it for a video again. Like, I feel like one of the things that kind of stressed me out about this was I've got to get it out by Thursday at 8 AM, you know what I mean? I've got to put it in the video, do it all nicely, and that part added a little bit of unnecessary stress. So yeah, I would do it, but I think I'd prefer to just show you guys the finished products, and do it in my own time. That way it can be a little bit more of a joyful hobby, as opposed to like, I've got a deadline. Sorry, wiping this sweat off my face. But yeah, what else? Yeah, I know, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you liked the format of it, because it was a little bit different to how I film and edit my like other videos. It was very chatty, a little bit sarcastic, and I did a lot of different sort of filming with like angles and stuff. So please let me know what you think and tell me what worked, what didn't work. I'd love to hear your feedback, because at the end of the day that's what helps me grow as a YouTuber. I would like to get, you know, better, make more interesting videos for you guys, and hopefully we can like build up a dialogue and I can get to know a couple of you. So yeah, leave your comments down below, and yeah, I hope you guys have a nice week, you know, have a nice day. I'll see you guys next week for another video. It'll be out Thursday at 8 AM, and yeah, that's all for this week. See ya. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. Who's sleeping? See ya. Bye.